Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Dan West Show. I am, of course, Dan West. How the devil are you? I've got a very exciting show lined up for you this evening. Shall we take a look at who's in the green room tonight? That's right, you've got Mr. Dave Foster there, international movie star himself, and of course, Miss Lizzie Wyatt. Hi, guys. So, without further ado, let's bring on my first guest. He is a huge movie star. He's an international playboy, and he has women falling at his feet. He is second sexiest man in Britain, after me, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. David Foster.
Hi,
Dave, how you doing, man? You all right? Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
You're here to plug the new film, Off the Record. Let's take a sneaky little look at it, shall we? Wow.
Pop a cap in him.
David, it looks really intense. Tell us what it's about.
Well, it's about a policeman who goes away to work one day and he comes home and his wife and child have been killed in a kind of a mob hit. And so he goes on a revenge tour of absolute violence and, you know, kills everyone and, yeah, very intense.
A nice family-friendly film.
Lovely family
one
film.
to take the kids to, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. If you want to scar them for
yeah. I've heard it was 2 years in filming.
It was, yeah.
Why was it so long?
Well, yeah, it's a long time. From pre-production, I mean, this is from the very beginning. A lot of it was working out because when I got the role, I was slightly bigger, somewhat more rotund.
More rotund, yeah.
It was because of another
Politically
role.
correct, yeah.
Yeah, and so I had to lose all of that weight, and I did. And then I also kind of went and did some working out and put some muscle on and what have you. And then I showed up on set, and they went, "Well, no, now you look like a bodybuilder, so we need you to kind of lose that again because you need to look more like an average guy, an everyday man."
Someone more like me, then?
Someone more, of course.
Yes. Obviously not as good looking.
No, of course not as good looking, yeah. And then, so I went there and took it all off again and started filming, and then a tornado went right through the set. And
a tornado?
Back by about 8 weeks, yeah.
Where was you filming?
We were filming over in America
Right,
by that point. A lot of it's filmed over here, a lot of it was filmed in America, and in the America portion, somehow the producers, bless them, didn't look at the weather reports one day and had the sets built. And
that's a rookie mistake. You wouldn't get that on the Dan West Show.
No, you
wouldn't get that. No,
definitely not. No.
The parts that you said you obviously had to do a lot of the working out and stuff. Is it because you did your own stunts, or? I
did do a lot of my own stunts, yeah.
Okay.
Except for one,
right,
which was the big one. There was one which I was really looking forward to, and it's on Netflix. I won't tell obviously what it involves, but yeah, we were really looking forward to it, and everyone had spent ages setting this up. We had it all kind of finely tuned and ready to go, and as I'm coming out of the trailer to step onto set to do it, I fall down the trailer steps and break my foot.
God.
So
God,
so good.
So someone else stepped in for you then and did
someone
that
else
one?
did step in for us, yeah.
Now, there's quite a lot of big names on the project.
Yeah.
Who did you enjoy working with the most out of all of those?
Gemma Arden was a lot of fun to work with.
I can see why you'd like working with her.
Your mind, Dan. Well, she's very talented and she's very good. And whenever you're working with her, she can think of about, because obviously you do retakes, you know.
Yeah, of course.
She can think of about 6 or 7 different ways to say a line. And I'm still struggling to say it once in English.
So yours is quite wooden then compared to hers.
Well, yeah, definitely. Okay. Yeah, the acting is.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I meant the acting.
But she was a lot of fun to work with, and very, very, very clever when it comes down to the acting game. Really,
okay,
really
that's good.
Mm.
And is there anybody in particular that you would quite like to work with?
Well, Ian McKellen showed up on set one day for some reason. I think he's got a friend who's part of the film, who's a cameo. So again, no you know, we're not,
Not giving away too many details.
And he's a bit of a party animal, actually.
Really?
He just showed up on set and just kind of clapped his hands together and just went, "Oh, let's go to the party." Off we all went.
I can just imagine Sir Ian McKellen saying that, actually.
Definitely. He showed up in his spandex and everything. He was, yeah. I wouldn't mind working with him in a professional sense as an actor, though. He was just being in the presence of the man was enough, definitely.
Well, one final question, then. Maybe Sir Ian McKellen can be in the next project, because plans for the sequel, there are plans out there.
Yeah, about a drunk who goes out and gets revenge. We're going to call it Off Balance.
Oh, okay. Nice. I like that. All right. Well, thank you very much, Dave.
Thank you.
Big round of applause. All right, let's get my next guest out. She's been working in the US on her new album. She's been there for 6 months, so I'm very much looking forward to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Miss Lindsay Wyatt. Lindsay, hiya. How are you, Lindsay?
I'm fine, thank you.
You must be absolutely buzzing, because first things first, the Brit Awards last week.
Yeah, obviously it's an amazing achievement for anyone, but being in the industry for only less than 2 years really now, a British solo artist, it's the best feeling ever. It's got pride of place on my mental place, obviously, not going to move.
And how was the actual evening itself? Did you go to many after parties, get to meet any big stars?
Yeah, I got to meet quite a lot of big stars actually. Since I've been over in America for 6 months now, it was nice to come back and have all the British support there. I was actually sitting next to Adele for the awards.
Was that before or after the infamous speech shuffle, let's call it?
Oh, well, we're not supposed to actually talk about that, but I think everybody saw it on the TV.
Can. Oh,
we
she
can
was
definitely
furious,
talk about it.
wasn't she? Oh, she had a face like
you could tell. You could tell. Now, you said you've been in the US.
Yeah.
Why? Why have you been out there? What's been going on over there?
Well, I think most people are aware that my producer is actually Justin Timberlake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah. He usually gets that reaction.
Does he get that reaction from you?
Not from me, no. Strictly professional.
Oh, okay. So, well, I was going to ask,
Strictly professional.
Is there anything there? You know, Dave and Gemma, there was a little something there.
Dan's got a one-track mind. He really has.
Definitely not. No, Justin's a lot older than me now. Actually, he's not.
Yeah, he's getting on a bit.
Yeah,
now.
he is. But
he must know, you know, everybody.
he does, yeah.
So, is there any particular artist that you want to work with that Justin might be able to hook you up with, or?
Well, he could really do hook us up with hook us up with anybody for that.
Yeah, of course. for singing.
Yeah, for singing. But really, he just likes to take a back seat really when it comes to my singing, because obviously he's made it and he wants me to do well as an artist myself. And obviously, if I use Justin for everything, for contacts, for getting hits and stuff, that's not really what I want kind of thing as an artist. So he really takes a back seat. He's obviously there, he supports us with my vocals, with my lyrics, but obviously with his contacts, hopefully I'll make it in America, which is what I've been trying to do. Yeah,
fingers crossed. And he's also got the money to back the projects, for example, taking you out to the Caribbean.
Yeah,
to film for the new video. How was that?
That was just, it was the best. What more could you ask for a music video shoot? We're on a little private island, and actually on the island next to it, JLS were filming for their new song, yeah. So we went out for meals with them as well.
And wild parties on the beach as well?
No wild parties, just because obviously everybody were happy up about 5, 6 o'clock each morning to catch the sunrise, and a lot of makeup. Obviously, even though it was the Caribbean, we were in makeup for ages, like seriously ages. Your sweat was pouring off you, it was horrible. Like seriously, the amount of makeup they put on is, you can't tell in the video obviously, but it's ridiculous.
Well, you don't need the makeup, you're a beautiful lady. I'm sure that Dave would agree. Have you ever been to the Caribbean, Dave?
Only when I was trying to get away from that tornado, I did, yeah.
Okay, that was the runaway, was it? All right, Lindsay, I've got a final question for you. When is the album out? When can we buy it?
The album is out hopefully for the summer. We're trying to get it for the beginning of summer, so look out for it. Possibly June, beginning of June, hopefully. We're going to have a few summer anthems on there, hopefully. And I have actually got a collaboration on there, but I'm not supposed to talk about it until the single is actually released.
Okay,
it's me. Bit of Dutch courage, bit karaoke.
Right, well, guys, as much as I'd love to stay and talk to you all evening, unfortunately we are out of time for this week. So thank you very much for coming on the show. Thank you very much to the audience inside the studio. Thank you very much to you guys at home as well. I'm Dan West. Thank you very much. Good evening.